Good.
Right, fire away. I think it's only you three in the room, so whoever wants to go, just jump in.
Michael, what do you make of the last 2 days, particularly as batting coach? A spectacularly dominant batting display day one and a spectacularly undominant
Recording
batting
in
display
progress.
second time around.
Yeah, nail on the head there, Mel. Outstanding yesterday, obviously. The two openers going about their work, batting how we all know they can play. Great to see Finchy get another 50, back-to-back 50s for him. And Davey's just in tremendous form. And I guess today both of them started in similar fashion. Again, in a small run chase. I thought our power play was quite good, even though we lost a few wickets. 60 odd runs, broke the back of the chase sort of thing. And then we sort of went in our shells a little bit. It was a bit, 2020 cricket sometimes can throw up some strange scenarios, and probably needing only 4 runs and over for 15 overs or so, or whatever it was. It didn't quite seem like we were on or at our best, which sometimes in T20 cricket that happens. But lucky enough, Wadey came together with Jai at the end and did enough to get us over the line.
You got a question, Mel or Ollie?
Yeah, sure. Just wondering, firstly, how you see Aaron as going at the moment. He's obviously spoken a bit about making technical changes, about the knee sort of only just feeling like it's getting back to where it should be. So what have you made of the tweaks he's made and how that's come off? He had a bit of a let off, sort of, bit of luck yesterday perhaps as well. Just if you could just expand on that a bit.
Yeah, well, I think most batters have a bit of luck, Mel, when they play cricket, especially in this form of the game. Pleased with the way Finchy is moving at the moment. I guess a big key for Aaron is when he starts getting his weight coming back through the ball, and we've certainly seen signs of that in the last couple of innings. Yesterday hitting one of the opening bowlers, one of the quick men, back over their head for a 6. Today coming onto the back foot and hitting a back foot drive well in front of point. Really good signs for Aaron that he's starting to move, get back into the positions that we know he can when he's playing at his best. So certainly some very encouraging signs there. Because the thing with Aaron, he never loses his intent to score, so he's always looking to score. Now he's starting to move the way we know he can, and some really good signs there.
How do you rate his captaincy, like the way that he's used his bowlers in the past couple of days? And I guess then just on top of that, the importance that his batting sort of backs that up as well.
Yeah, I think she's an outstanding leader. There's no doubt about that, and has been for a long time. An important leader in this group. Yesterday he had an early spanner in the works with Mitch Stark going off with his finger, and he was unsure whether Mitch was going to get back out there, so I had to sort of juggle the bowlers around a little bit early, which we can with Glenn Maxwell, Mitch Marsh, Marcus Stoinis didn't bowl yesterday, so there's plenty of people out there that can bowl and share those overs. But today, pretty much worked like clockwork with the changes. A lot of the stuff we already discuss in strategy meetings about how potentially we can go about the 20 overs if it all goes our way, sort of thing. So, Finchy manoeuvred the bowlers around beautifully today.
And just finally, just sort of, I guess, looking ahead of the tour in general, how much of a challenge is Hasaranga going to be, especially, I guess, in just being able to spot those googlings?
Yeah, he's a skillful bowler, there's no doubt about that. We've had some success in scoring good runs against him, but he also takes good wickets against us. And that's the challenge of 2020 cricket. We certainly don't want to go into our shells against him and just let him bowl to us. Because certainly if there's balls there to score, we certainly want to go after it. And we've been doing that pretty well. And today he took some crucial wickets and got on top, and he shows, what a dangerous competitor he is when he gets up and about. So that's the challenge for us, is to make sure that, when we are striking, it's pretty easy just to say hit sixes and fours and don't get out. But in 2020 cricket, you've got to take those risks sometimes. And today, it didn't quite work for us, but at the end of the day, we did what we had to do to get over the line and win the series.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mel. Looks as though there's no more questions for Diva, so thanks, guys. Thanks again for joining. Mel, jump in, mate.
Well,
Michael, you mentioned Mitchell Stark before. How's he going with that finger? Will he be okay for the next game on Saturday?
Cole's just advised me that there's going to be a statement out tomorrow about Starkey. So you're probably going to have to wait till then. He won't play game 3.
Fair enough. I just wanted to ask you about Josh Inglis and how he's going. He had a really good series in Australia against Sri Lanka. How do you say his position in the squad and in that middle order there?
Yeah, I think he was really exciting when he came in and got his opportunity against Sri Lanka in Australia. Obviously, we had a few guys rested throughout that series, and he came in and certainly grabbed his chance with both hands. At the moment, we've got very good players in our batting order. It's as simple as that, and it's a hard order to break into. So Josh is doing all the work behind the scenes. He's a great kid. He's certainly a very valued member of this squad, and just waiting his next chance. And I'm sure when he gets it, he'll grab it with both hands.
Any more questions, guys?
Yeah, I have. Just sort of an extension of that, obviously, is that Steve Smith is one of the all-time greats as a Test player and has an outstanding one-day record, but his 2020 record isn't great, and been a bit of a continuation of that. How long do you persist with him if he keeps going the same way that he has been? I know that the T20 international games are sort of a bit interspersed, but he didn't get picked up in the IPL. He's played over 50 games now for an average of 25 and a strike rate of 125. So the numbers suggesting that it's not his game. Where do you see him at the moment? Yeah,
he's had different phases of 2020 cricket, Mal. If you go back after his break and came back in, I think he had some very good performances through that period. And then in recent history, we've used him in a different way throughout our middle order. So where people have sort of batted around him. So we know his skill level, we know his talent, and we're pretty keen to try to unlock him as a 2020 cricketer and just let him go about his business and show us how good he is basically at this game. If he was playing BBL cricket, he would dominate that competition. Unfortunately, a lot of our best players don't play that competition because they play test matches. So Stephen's had good success in the IPL in years gone past. The skill level is exceptionally high. So we're certainly hoping to unlock him during this period. We've got plenty of games leading into the World Cup here, so hopefully we see the best of Steve Smith.
Okay, and just chucking in a googly, how have you sort of found your own sort of position in that sort of coaching role over the last year? It's been a pretty active sort of a time, and Justin had a difficult and colourful departure, and I think Tassie offered you their job about 5 times. So I'm just wondering, how have you found the last 12 months in that role?
Yeah, look, I've loved being back in this environment and working with the best players that we've got. They're a great bunch of blokes, and obviously I've got a lot of previous relationships from the last time I was in this role, so the team hasn't changed that much. And I've sort of loved being back working with those guys again. We've had good success in recent history with the World Cup and the Ashes, the tour of Pakistan as well, so it's sort of been good fun being in the environment, working with these boys day in, day out. yeah, it's certainly I've really enjoyed my time back working with them.
Thank you. Cole, can I just ask, so I can let the office know, what time were you expecting this Mitchell Stark statement?
It'll be in the morning, mate. I'm just getting an update from the medicos. It will probably be 9 or 10 our time, so lunchtime-ish or early afternoon yours.
Right. So is that a hold the back page, or is that an inside?
No, it's not a hold the back page, Mel. Not
Right.
at all.
Okay, no worries. Appreciate it. Thank
Put it
you.
this way, we're just trying to get some determination on how long